Welcome into LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax. Hi everybody, it's Max Bretos, and he is the last remaining original member from LAFC Season 1 in 2018. Since then, Carlos Vela has rewritten the LAFC and league record books. He has lifted multiple trophies, including the 2022 MLS Cup, and he has become one of the greatest players to ever play in Major League Soccer. Let's get to know Carlitos Vela, one-on-one, presented by Flex.
Carlos, qué gusto platicar contigo. Temporada número 6 con LAFC. Eres el único jugador de los originales que fundaron el club que queda. ¿Qué piensas cuando volteas hacia atrás y ves el camino?
Ha sido un camino largo, pero muy bonito, especial. Creo que el poder ser parte de esto desde el primer día hace que cada derrota o cada victoria sea más especial porque te sientes que tú fuiste parte o ayudaste a construir esto y te lo tomas más personal. Creo que es algo que en todo momento, cada año decía que necesitaba ser campeón, que para formar una buena historia en un club necesitamos ganar. Y por fin se nos pudo dar, y ahora ya como que con esa tranquilidad puedes afrontar una nueva temporada y obviamente buscando más títulos.
¿Qué significó para ti en lo personal cumplir ese objetivo?
No, tranquilidad. Yo creo que cuando ganas es un por fin lo logré, por fin me quito un gran peso de encima y pues más liberado. Yo creo que esa sería la palabra, el poder ya jugar con un título en el escudo. Creo que hace que uno juegue más relajado y que pueda disfrutar aún más. Siempre he dicho que he disfrutado mucho cada temporada en Los Ángeles, pero esta va a ser más especial porque ya una vez ganado creo que todo va a ser más fácil, todo se va a ver de otra manera y esperemos que sea la primera estrella de muchas que pueda tener este club.
Pensando en los logros, precisamente 2 Supporter Shields, la MLS Cup en 5 años, ¿qué dice de lo que ha logrado esta institución?
No, la verdad que no valoramos muchas veces el gran trabajo que se ha hecho. Yo creo que al no poder haber ganado algún título, parecía que habíamos hecho menos de lo que realmente hemos hecho. Yo creo que al final son solo 5 años, ya llevamos 2 Supporter Shields, un MLS Cup, finales, títulos de goleo, MVPs, hemos roto récords de puntos. Yo creo que al final este club vino con unas expectativas muy altas y la está cumpliendo. Obviamente hay que mantener ese nivel. Sabemos cómo es los deportes, que siempre tienes altibajos, pero de momento este club se ha mantenido a un nivel muy alto y haremos todo lo posible para que se mantenga allá arriba.
¿Cuál es el reto de buscar repetir?
El reto es volver a ganar. Obviamente este año hay más torneos, así que hay más oportunidades de conseguir títulos y buscaremos los más posibles, porque al final este club, este equipo quiere ser campeón, tiene mucha ambición y esperemos que podamos conseguir lo que estamos preparándonos para hacer.
¿Cómo ha sido la relación con Steve como técnico y lo que vino a aportar a este grupo?
No, muy bien. Creo que si algo bueno tiene Steve es el saber relacionarse con los jugadores, el saber cómo comunicar las cosas, cómo tener una relación más relajada, más divertida que igual otros entrenadores. Y pues vino en un momento donde el club estaba cerca de ganar, pero nos faltaba algo.
Cuando ves a LAFC como institución, ¿cuáles son algunos de esos ingredientes que tú pudieras describir hacen especial a este equipo?
No, yo sobre todo veo la relación que tenemos todos, desde los dueños, directivos, staff técnico, jugadores, staff de donde entrenamos, cocineros, la gente que nos ayuda en la limpieza. Creo que todos tenemos una gran relación, nos saludamos entre todos, nos bromeamos. Creo que hace que todos se sientan parte importante de este club y creo que es lo que a mí más me ha gustado, lo que hemos intentado construir, que esto sea como una familia y que podamos tener la tranquilidad y sobre todo el decir voy a entrenar y que sé que me la voy a pasar bien, no decir otro día más que tengo que ir a entrenar y ya espero que se acabe el año y que se acabe la temporada. Creo que aquí todo el mundo disfruta y hace que sea especial este club.
El punto que mencionas sobre ese trabajo en el día a día y los grandes jugadores como Roger Federer en otras disciplinas, Steph Curry, hablan de ese trabajo que se pone más que nada en los entrenamientos, esa disciplina más allá de los reflectores de un partido, pero que te hacen ser ese gran jugador. ¿Cómo es encontrar ese balance? ¿Cómo encuentras tú ese disfrute en el día a día?
Uno que vive de esto o en esto puede hablar de más cosas que no solo el partido. La gente solo se cree que un jugador solo vive del sábado, del domingo, del partido y ya. Yo creo que al final hay un trabajo muy grande detrás, muchas horas de estar ahí, de convivir con gente, de pasar momentos buenos, malos, regulares y saber llevarlos. Yo creo que al final, habiendo tanta gente en un mismo lugar de trabajo, hay muchas personas diferentes, muchos egos o formas de ser que hacen compleja la relación, por decirlo de una manera. Y en ese caso es donde uno tiene que adaptarse, tiene que poner de su parte para que todo funcione. Y yo creo que cuando un lugar de trabajo ves una buena armonía, ves un buen ambiente, hace que todo sea más fácil y que uno realmente disfrute el ir a entrenar, disfrute el prepararse para un partido y el resultado siempre es positivo.
Como el capitán, ¿cuál es ese mensaje para el público y la afición de LAFC?
No, yo que siempre lo he dicho, seguir disfrutando el uno del otro, seguir todos hacia el mismo lado, todos apoyándonos, todos disfrutando de cada partido, que esto siga siendo una fiesta el venir al estadio y buscar ser más grandes de lo que estamos siendo y esperemos que este año les podamos dar más alegrías y más trofeos.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax, we get up close and personal with Ryan Hollingshead. LAFC Weekly is presented by CarMax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved. Welcome back into LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax. The Golden Boot, it's given to the top scorer in Major League Soccer at season's end. In 2019, Carlos Vela took the honors, scoring a record 34 goals. A year later in 2020, a season interrupted by COVID, another LAFC player overcame those challenges and expectations to make it back-to-back boots for players who wear the black and gold. Oh, Diego Rossi. He scored the first goal in the history of LAFC, and in 2020, he scored more goals than anyone else. Time now to look back at this classic club moment presented by Remitly.
The leading goal scorer of the 2020 MLS season. His name is Diego Rossi.
What we love is the way Diego has taken more responsibility. He's become more of a leader. You could see it in Orlando, and it continues. I think he's getting better and better.
Rossi, che quita uno, Terrazzo, avanti, tiro, golazo!
Diego Rossi was an MLS All-Star in 2019. He wasn't in his Golden Boot year in 2020 as the game was canceled due to COVID. He would come back and make it in 2021. Ryan Hollingshead is an MLS All-Star in 2023. The Northern California native who went to school at UCLA had spent his entire MLS career at FC Dallas, over 200 appearances. Then he got the call. He was being traded to LAFC, where he would win an MLS Cup. Ryan Hollingshead is this week's player profile, presented by Rockstar Energy Drink.
Hi, this is Ryan Hollingshead, defender with LAFC from Sacramento, California. I started playing soccer when I was 3 years old. I had 2 older brothers that were playing, and so I would go to the field to watch their practice, and it was either sit on the sideline and just watch or try to get a ball and learn how to play. So I started at a really young age and loved playing soccer. From a pretty early age, was playing at a high level and was excited to take the next step. There's obviously a lot of challenges as a defender and things that come up, all the time in games. The biggest thing as a defender is if you get beat, there's nobody behind you to help you out. So you're the last man. There's some pressure on that, but there's also some excitement with that. So every tackle, every challenge, every duel is that much more important because if you get beat, there's nobody else to help you out. I've had a couple goals that I've really enjoyed, some penalties in big moments and big games. Scoring a penalty for LAFC last year to win the MLS Cup was one of my favorites, something I'll always remember. Scoring a volley, my first goal for LAFC here in front of the 3252 is a goal that I'll always remember. Little things, how can I focus on big things, is the idea of never wanting to stop improving. No matter your age, no matter what level you're at, professional, non-professional, always looking at your game and thinking, what can I do better? How can I get better? How can I tweak? And so I just had this mentality my whole career, not being afraid to try things in practice, not being afraid to put things on the training field. There's always room for improvement, and how do you get better? How do you become that next level player? Goal always after coming off a big season like we just had, winning multiple trophies and winning the MLS Cup, is to not get complacent. Don't be okay with what we've accomplished so far. It's never just one championship, it's multiple. And so we want to put ourselves and put LAFC on the map of a legacy club, a legacy franchise. And to do that, you got to win multiple championships. And so that's the goal. You got a lot of cups, a lot of trophies to fight for this year, and we're going 100% for all of them.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax, LAFC's homegrown player Nathan Ordaz takes us inside his growth and development this season. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax. The pride of Van Nuys, Nathan Ordaz was one of the best soccer prospects of his age group in all of Southern California. That would lead him to signing a long-term homegrown contract with LAFC back in 2022. He is the face of the sport here in Southern California, having represented the country of his parents at the youth level, El Salvador as an under-19, and now Mexico as an under-20. He has continued his path all the way to the LAFC first team. Let's take a closer look at the development of Nathan Ordaz on this week's LAFC 2 report, presented by Kaiser Permanente.
It's one thing to make a pro debut maybe in a league game, but this is a one-off. What were the emotions going into your pro debut?
I mean, I was excited. I feel like we were underdogs because we were the second team basically. I just wanted to kind of prove everybody wrong and show that we got it too.
It got to extra time. What do you remember about those early stages, and what was the mood with you guys heading into that stretch?
I think everybody kind of knew that they didn't really expect us to do as well as we did, and so I think everybody just had that underdog mentality of all right, let's go out there and prove these guys wrong and just show what we got as well.
Shot goal, Nathan Ordaz. Oh, and Ordaz with a little frustration there, celebrates pretty hard. He has been beaten up physically all night.
What are some of the things that some of the first teamers have kind of shared with you that's really helped you this season so far?
I think it's more of an intensity thing with them that they've shared with me. They treat me like any other guy that they would, you know, so like they push me hard. Like the other day with Aaron Long, we went at it and we were like racing towards the ball. He tried to crack me and I just kind of tripped him. But then after the training, he was like, Nate, I love whenever like we do it like that because, you know, I'm getting better because of it, you know.
What about Ilie? What difference has he made to you guys?
I remember maybe the second or third day of preseason, he was like, we're not gonna get mad at you if you like play how you play, but like if you play scared, then we're gonna get mad at you. And I was like, okay, like I get it. You know, you have to play confident.
You remember that, huh?
Yeah. I think that was the biggest thing he's told me, and it really like stuck with me.
And we're going to have a final substitution for Steve Torundo and LAFC as Denny Boanga's night is going to come to an end. And Nathan Ordaz will officially make his MLS debut on the evening of May 17th against Sporting Kansas City.
I don't think we can undersell it that you breaking into this team it's regardless of depth. It's a big deal because LAFC spends money on attackers. How did going through the levels prepare you?
I think I've struggled at every level, and I think I've like done well at every level so far. It's kind of just persevering through each level. You know, it's not like looking past the level so far, and that's what I had to do in the academy to, you know, get looked at to get a contract with the first team. And I think I had to like work really hard in order to get looked at. The fact that they signed me with everybody that they already had, you know, it just shows like they respect what I can do as well.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax. LAFC continues to be a force for good in the community as they recently welcomed the LA Power soccer team to training. LAFC Weekly is presented by CarMax, official used car retailer of LAFC, by BMO, official bank of LAFC, and by Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly, presented by CarMax. The Los Angeles Soccer Club Power Soccer team includes athletes who have been affected by Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This group has overcome a lot on their way to winning the Nationals. So the LASC visit us here at the PC to visit their heroes and fellow champions, LAFC. This is the LAFC Community Report, a force for good.
Power soccer is the fastest growing sport for power wheelchair users. There's 4 Southern California teams. So in the greater LA area, we got 4 teams. We got 2 travel teams. And the team that's here today, our LASC team, they'll be competing at the Nationals in June. This is quite an experience for them to come out here and be around professional athletes.
Because you're my favorite player.
Oh yeah, amazing.
And I play with you on FIFA.
Scoring a lot of goals in the end?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Our boys can't walk, can't run, would love to be on that field. Power soccer gives them an outlet, gives them the freedom to be athletes. When they're on those chairs, these boys are athletes playing like any of these LAFC players back here are playing. And you see the smile that comes into their faces when they're out on the court. Like, this is freedom for them. And for them, it's just an outlet. And we are trying to like put them through this program so they understand what competition is. Not just practicing and playing locally, but taking them to Indiana for nationals, which they won their division last year and moving up to the next division this year. So in one word, it really is freedom for them.
Jada's our youngest player, not even in high school yet. He's our goalie. He's like a wall.
Yeah, I was like unstoppable at goalie. And I scored a winning goal of the first game we played. I got hit in the foot.
What's up, bud?
This is our goalie, by the way.
Yeah? Okay. You're the goalkeeper, huh? You're a wall? You're a brick wall?
Yeah.
Love that, dude. Love that. Love a goalkeeper, man. A little crazy, too? Yeah. Yeah, this ain't you crazy. Just a little bit, not too much. Goalkeeper, right? Oh, yeah. There's one.
They call him Gio, goalie only.
Gio? Gio? 2 Gio. See, You keep this one, you can sell that one if you want.
Hey, no goals now. Can't allow any goals.
I want to ask you something. You want to be tomorrow in the game against Galaxy with us?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
All of you for the game. We want to be you there. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, all right?
Here we go.
Tomorrow. We're going to cost you go first tomorrow. See you.
That's all the time we have for this week's LAFC Weekly presented by CarMax. Be sure to join us next week. Until then, this is Max Preto saying so long.